Thank you so much for watching today's video. Today's video is sponsored by, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the Wonderful 101 Remastered. The Wonderful 101 Remastered Wonder Size Cadet demo is available right now. For those of you who have not been able to experience this game yet, the Wonderful 101 is an awesome blend of combat and strategy in which you command not just one person, but over 100 unique characters that can unite themselves into fists, swords, guns, and even a hang glider. You perform all the duties of a hero in this game. You need to save civilians and protect the planet from a horde of invading aliens all throughout a beautifully stylized world. The Wonder-Sized Cadet demo allows you to tackle the prologue and the entirety of the first operation, which is about 2 hours of gameplay. In addition to the normal characters you find, as a gesture of appreciation for all their fans, you will also gain immediate access to Wonder Bayonetta. And the coolest part of this demo is that you can easily transfer over the save data to the base game when you purchase it. This allows you to try out the game and still feel like you're moving closer to saving the world. So, if you want to try out the Wonder-Sized Cadet demo for yourselves, check the link in the box down below. It is currently available on Steam, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 4. And one more thing, in conjunction with the demo release, the base game is currently on sale on both Steam and Switch. So now is the perfect time to join the team, unite, and save the world. Once again, a big thank you to today's sponsor, the Wonderful 101 Remastered. Side note, regardless of brand deal, I actually really love this game and I've been wanting to do a video on it for a long time, so the fact that I even got asked to do this sponsorship is huge. So thank you. I also backed the Kickstarter. It's no surprise that I love Sonic the Hedgehog. The Blue Blur's been around for almost 30 years now, and it's had multiple cartoon series, comic books, and even a recent feature film, not to mention all the various 90s platforming mascots that were created because Sonic showed that there was a market for characters other than just Mario. Sonic's unique speed-based platforming is iconic, and when it's executed correctly, there is nothing else like it. And to prove that there are more games that do that than the cynics think, I'm gonna list my top 10 favorite Sonic games of all time. However, before we go on, just remember that this is my list, my top 10 favorite Sonic games, and I may have different tastes than you, or I may not have even played your favorite obscure Sonic game I've never heard of. So if there is a game that you think I'm missing or that you think should be on this list, I'd love to hear your opinions through thoughtful, lovely, and polite debate in the comments down below, or wherever YouTube ends up moving them, because they just seems like they keep moving on mobile. I have no idea. And to be clear, I'm aiming for all of the mainline Sonic games, so there will be no spin-offs listed here. Sorry to all the fans of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine and Sonic Schoolhouse. So with all that out of the way, let's do this. These are my top 10 favorite and best Sonic games.
Number 10.
Sonic has taken a ton of different roles in his career. He's been a knight, an Olympian, hell, he's even been a pinball. But there's one thing he's been that has made many fans shake their heads. And you know what? I like it. Now look, Sonic Unleashed is not perfect. In fact, far from it. Some parts of the story are kind of annoying, and the final level, Eggman Land, is seriously one of my least favorite levels in any game ever. But even with these negatives, there's so much to love. Sonic Unleashed introduced the Hedgehog engine, a gorgeous graphical engine that became the foundation of every 3D Sonic game after this. It also introduced the boost and quick-step systems, creating a ton of awesome fast-paced moments. The feeling of speed is really breathtaking. Now it's time to address the were-elephant in the room, the werehog. And I get it, it's really weird. It raises more questions than answers, and it does slow down the gameplay for some hack and slash action instead. But that's kind of why I like it. The werehog levels are perfect for completionists. They allow for a ton of exploration and some pretty badass combat. You get to see Sonic execute wrestling moves. What's not awesome about that? Sonic Unleashed is a weird beast of a game, and you know what? That's just fine by me.
Number 9.
One of the cool things about the Sonic universe is all the different characters, and I love almost all of them. However, when you have 3 characters as iconic as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, it can get pretty easy to forget about the rest. So, why not make a game where you can play as multiple characters at once? Enter Sonic Heroes. Now, Sonic Heroes showcases more playable characters than any Sonic game to date. However, you don't use them all individually. Sonic Heroes is completely built around teamwork. All 12 characters are split into teams of 3. There's Team Sonic, featuring the classic trio, Team Dark with Shadow, Rouge, and E123 Gamma, Team Rose with Amy, Cream the Rabbit, and Big the Cat, and Team Chaotix with Espio the Chameleon, Charmy the Bee, and Vector the Crocodile. Each team of 3 takes on different formations based off of which character you are controlling. If you're controlling a speed character, you'll be running around quickly in a straight line. A flying character will make a type of totem pole that can fly all around the levels, and a power character will cause you to run around in a flying V. This is a ton of fun because of all the different pathways that open up. Need to collect a large group of rings? Switch to power mode. Small corridor or rails coming up? Time to focus on speed. Want to just skip everything? Then flight will be your friend. But the really cool thing about Sonic Heroes is how it all feels like the classic 2D gameplay brought into a 3D world. It found a nice balance between both styles that feels really comfortable and natural to control. It's just too bad there are glitches in almost every version of the game. Sonic Heroes offers a refreshing experience in the series by mixing some unique gameplay with the best ideas from 2D and 3D Sonic games. But speaking of mixing dimensions,
Number 8.
there have been many Sonic games over the almost 3 decades the series has been around for. In that time, there have been a ton of different elements that have made every game feel special. If only there was some way to experience the best that Sonic's different generations have to offer. See what I did there? Yeah, pretty low-hanging fruit. Sonic Generations is a beautiful game that was created in order to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Blue Blur, and what a celebration it was. The 9 different levels were split into 3 eras of Sonic at the time: Genesis, Dreamcast, and Modern. Each of these levels were split into 2 acts, 2D and 3D. This allows a massive feeling of variety without going into completely different play styles. You're always focused on the number one thing that Sonic is all about: speed, and the completion criteria supports that as well. I was so much more willing to take risks and explore new areas when I knew there was something waiting for me at the end of it. My only complaint about this game is that there isn't enough of it. If they made a 2nd generation game with twice as many levels, I'd be so happy. We can just skip the Sonic Boom sections. Sonic Generations is the perfect tribute to everything that Sonic has accomplished thus far. It is an absolute gem of a game that every type of Sonic fan would enjoy.
Number 7.
So far in this list, we've seen a lot of Sonic games with other words following the title, right? Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Generations, but now it's time to finally talk about just plain old Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog tells the story of Princess Elise of Soliana. Because she carries the flames of chaos inside of her, Dr. Eggman, no, I'm just kidding. I'm talking about the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Sega wanted to create a game that would go toe-to-toe with Mario in stores all across the world, and boy did they hit it out of the park. The sense of speed in this game was nothing like video games had seen ever before, causing the game to sell over 15 million copies and single-handedly make the Sega Genesis the system to own in the early 90s. That was then and this is now. How does it hold up? Well, as someone who wasn't a big fan of Sonic 1 back in the day, it holds up okay. In fact, I only completed it for the first time a few years ago. While it is fun, and I respect everything it did for the video game industry as a whole, this isn't nearly as high up there for me as other Sonic games. I mean, hell, there's not even a spin dash. But that doesn't mean that the game isn't fun or isn't worth playing today. Sonic the Hedgehog is still a solid game that deserves its place in gaming history. Sonic the Hedgehog ran so that the future Sonic games could run faster. Alright, I didn't think that one through, but I think you got the vibe. Did you get the vibe? Give me the vibes.
Number 6.
When it comes to a lot of things in life, simplicity is the key. You can add all the different kinds of sauces, spices, and fixings onto a burger, but all it really needs to be is
made out of meat on a bun with nothing. Add ketchup if you want, I couldn't care less.
Such is the case with Sonic Colors. For a long time, Sonic games have been operating on gimmicks that seemed weird with the series, such as giving Sonic a sword or Shadow a gun. But Sonic Colors marked a return to simplicity. This started with the playable characters. There was only one, Sonic. And there was no weird different gameplay around him that much. The whole game was about moving fast and getting to the end using the same gameplay as the day stages from Sonic Unleashed. But there was the one added thing, the Wisps. These are alien creatures that grant Sonic different abilities, like turning into a laser to ricochet off of walls, or drill to move through the ground. Wisps are kind of like the ketchup on the burger. They added to the enjoyment of the whole experience and made the main part of the game, the speedy platforming, more enjoyable. They didn't take away from the game, they supported it. Combine this with the incredible music and really impressive graphics for the Wii, and you've got a really enjoyable game that stands proudly with other great Sonic games. With Sonic Colors, Sonic Team wasn't trying to create bold new flavors that people weren't used to. They stuck to the classics, and it was, I believe, for the better. Now all we can really hope for is a modern port of Sonic Colors. That would be sick.
Number 5.
This is it. This is the first Sonic the Hedgehog game that I ever played. The game that every Sonic game is judged off of going forward. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic 2 is the perfect sequel. It takes everything that worked well from the first game and fixes everything that didn't. Where Sonic 1 is good, Sonic 2 is great. The game feels faster because of the super spin dash. The level layout is better with all of its branching paths. This game is just better than the original in every way imaginable. But there are two memorable inclusions that really make this game stand out as one of the best 2D platformers ever made. The first is with the inherent co-op mode now baked into the game, featuring Miles Tails Prower. As a little brother, this is how I was introduced to the series, playing as Tails when my big brother ran through the game as Sonic. And even though he's pretty useless, this made me feel like I was a part of the experience. I was helping. The second is the greatest power you could ever get in any Sonic game. Super Sonic. Playing as Super Sonic is one of the most satisfying things on the planet. Becoming so powerful that you destroy all your enemies with ease is a thing of beauty. Sonic 1 may have set the foundation for an excellent series, but Sonic 2 set the standard for what every 2D Sonic game should be.
Number 4.
Alright, so we all know that Sonic was kind of created with one single goal in mind, to defeat Mario. So when Mario 64 was a big hit, Sega knew they had to do something. It was time to take everyone's favorite hedgehog onto a brand new adventure. Sonic Adventure marks Sonic's debut in the 3D realm officially on the Dreamcast. And what a debut! We went from saving little animals on an island to saving the entire world from a thing called chaos. Literally! So many things started here that have become staples and fan favorites. The homing attack made everything click into 3D while still making it feel like Sonic. And the Chow Garden created an amazing Tamagotchi-esque experience that fans are still clamoring for to this day. Not to mention all the characters you could play as. Speeding through as Sonic, flying around as Tails, treasure hunting as Knuckles, hating yourself as Big the Cat. It was all there and more. While all these things are awesome and make for a great game, there is one thing introduced that may be my favorite thing about Sonic. Crush 40. Their speed-rocking sound defined video game music for a generation, and I cannot get enough of it. They're some of my favorite songs in video games ever. And look, I might be a little biased looking back at this now because I have met Jun Sonoy, I have had dinner with him multiple times, and I even filmed a thing for him on Sonic's YouTube channel. So, you know, call me biased, but I love Crush 40, before and after. Mario's debut into 3D was a debutante ball, graceful and full of polite applause. Sonic's debut was a punk show. Sonic Adventure kicked the doors down and said, "I'm here, nerds, deal with it." And I love it. Despite a lot of people hating it, I love it.
Number 3.
If you look at the original Sonic trilogy, there's a trend of every game greatly improving upon the one before it. It's so incredibly impressive to constantly raise the bar like that, and I'm glad to say that tradition continued into 3D. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is my favorite 3D Sonic game of all time. Yeah, it kind of marked the death of the Dreamcast, but what a game to go out with. Everything looked better and was way more extreme. Hell, you start off by jumping out of a helicopter and using it to snowboard through San Francisco. What's cooler than that? This also marks the introduction to my favorite Sonic character in all the Sonic series, Shadow the Hedgehog. Was Sonic's 90s attitude getting to be too much for you? Well, here's some classic 2000s brooding for ya. The black curly spikes, the rocket shoes, the time control. Shadow's the best, man. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle also completely improved on the gameplay front. There are only 3 different playstyles instead of 6, making the game seem a lot more focused than Sonic Adventure. The Sonic/Shadow levels feel so much faster and control way better. The treasure hunting with Knuckles and Rouge features some really cool looking levels and is a blast to explore in. And the mech levels with Tails and Eggman are fine. They even improved the Chow Garden, a thing that was pretty polished and enjoyable from the first game. But while I really did think they needed to improve a lot more than they initially did, I can definitely see the extra effort that went into a more detailed breeding system and more competitions. And once again, that music, that Crush 40 music! Sonic Adventure 1 had some of my absolute favorite video game music of all time. Sonic Adventure 2 has some of my favorite music, period. Live and Learn, Escape from the City, Pumpkin Hill. All of these and more are unbelievably catchy bops that deserve to be remembered forever. Although Sonic Adventure 2 Battle kind of represented the end for Sega on the console front, it also showed that they were still alive and thriving on other platforms.
Number 2.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was a huge success, but the guys behind Sonic knew that if they were going to make a direct sequel, it had to be bigger and better. And while at first it seemed a little bit small, Sonic 3 and Knuckles proved to be the game we all needed. This game took everything that worked with Sonic 2 and polished it even further than before, which is pretty amazing considering that many people consider Sonic 2 to be the perfect sequel. Now, the first big thing that stood out for me as a kid right there was the title, Knuckles. With his red coloring and his shoes, he immediately stood out as the antagonist. He was strong and represented a more stoic type of cool rather than Sonic's in-your-face 90s attitude. Not to mention the incredible level designs, the wonderful music that may or may not have been done by Michael Jackson, and a first time for the series at this point, a save function. That's right, you can save in a Sonic game. Now kids, this sounds really stupid because you have auto-saving. That wasn't a thing. But what really makes Sonic 3 and Knuckles stand out to me is the lock-on technology. With basically a second game cartridge you can put into the bottom of Sonic 3, you now doubled all the levels in the original Sonic 3 and made Knuckles a playable character. However, this didn't just affect Sonic 3. If you plug the Knuckles cartridge into either of the previous Sonic games, you unlock even more content. Knuckles became a playable character in Sonic 2, and you can access every special stage whenever you wanted. You're not just getting more Sonic 3. If you're a true Sonic fan, you're getting more Sonic, period. The fact that Sega made a trilogy of games that was this good blows my mind. I love this game with all of my heart, and it was my absolute favorite Sonic game for a very, very long time. That was until a little bit more recently.
Number 1.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is easily my favorite 3D Sonic game, and for a long time I would always say that Sonic 3 and Knuckles was my favorite Sonic game period, let alone 2D Sonic game. So what caused a game to move past these gaming classics in recent years? Well, the fans. Sonic Mania represented a return to form for the Sonic franchise as a whole. Sonic games were really bogged down with trying out new gimmicks and having quote-unquote epic storylines. But is that what Sonic was really about? Maybe modern Sonic, but Sonic as a whole? Enter Christian Whitehead. When Sega saw his proof of concept to adapt Sonic CD to mobile devices, they hired him to do the same with all the retro Sonic titles. It was only a matter of time before he got to be the lead developer on his own Sonic game. The team that created Sonic Mania would go on to make their own studio, Evening Star, and to be given the reins to make an original Sonic game from the ground up, with incredible music by T. Lopes and a massive backlog of inspiration from all the Sonic games. Sonic Mania was set up for success, and in my eyes, improves upon what made Sonic so great. Now, the big thing about Sonic Mania is that it does take levels from previous games and puts them on their head. You have a bunch of classics from all the 2D Sonic games, and yet there are also new stages that take Sonic for a whole new adventure. The bonus stages, which by the way I was obsessed with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, are back in a massive way. This game is a true love letter to Sonic fans, while also pushing and thinking intuitively with where Sonic could go. It's crazy to think that the best Sonic game in my eyes wasn't even made by the team who made Sonic. It was made by the fans who love this guy so much they wanted to do him justice. And justice they did. I love the gorgeous sprite animations. I love the sense of speed that I get when I'm playing it. I love the return of Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel. While Sonic Generations was a loving tribute to where Sonic has been, Sonic Mania shows where Sonic can go. Back to the glory he once had and deserves. For me, Sonic Mania is the perfect Sonic game, and it more than deserves the #1 spot. So, those were my top 10 Sonic games. Let me know why I'm wrong in the comments down below. Hey, seriously, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. And if you're still here at the end of the video, hello. Hi. I really appreciate you. Really. The year's been tough for everyone, I know. And it's no different for me and my friends here at TOVG. I know there's a lot of brand deals lately. I know there's a lot of videos you guys may not want to check out. But we appreciate your patience as we brave the year. Thank you all so much. And we'll see you next week for another brand new episode. Bye-bye.